Hello YouTube gun people. I wanted to do a reality check video today. I saw a lot of videos recently. They're part of the gun community. They're definitely involved people waving around handguns, or not just handguns, all kinds of guns. And some of them are really scary. I can't stress upon you enough that gun ownership's a right that can be taken away. So with that right goes responsibility. You must be a responsible gun owner. You know, just because it's in the Constitution doesn't mean you can't be restricted from that rights, right? I mean, if you commit a felony, you get locked up. Okay, a lot of your rights go away. You need to be a responsible gun owner. Even more importantly than that, on an ethical level, although ethics are certainly right up there and morals are right up there, is the fact that you can friggin' kill somebody, if not yourself, okay, or seriously injure somebody with a gun. You need to have your wherewithal. You need to know what you're doing. I'm seeing a lot of videos, and I'm asking the gun community to come out and call these people out for their own safety in a nice way. I'm seeing a lot of videos where people are getting guns. They want to be part of this YouTube gun community, which is good, but they don't know what they're doing. So they get a gun, handgun, firearm, rifle, shotgun, and they start doing really stupid stuff for YouTube entertainment purposes. Man, I gotta tell you, some of the stuff I'm seeing is really, really bad. I saw a video from somebody, supposedly the firearm only had blanks in it, which I believe, but somebody pointed a pistol at the camera person and pulled the trigger and it went off and it was, blanks. That's not funny. It's not funny, it's not cute, it's not entertainment. It's friggin' dangerous. And by the way, you can get seriously injured, if not killed, with a wad coming out of the end of a blank. Okay? You need to know what you're doing, depending on how that blank is manufactured. This is not a joke. Okay? People that want to go and take guns and be a hero with them, I have a firearm, I'm a big tough guy, they're full of shit. They don't know what they're talking about, they're irresponsible. Don't listen to them, please. Especially when kids are involved. I've seen some videos recently on a pretty big gun channel, range videos where people are putting handguns like a 500 Smith & Wesson in the hands of a young boy with multiple rounds in it. That gun's being fired, coming back in all kinds of crazy angles. It's coming back towards people behind him, towards people to the side. Man, you squeeze another one off. When you're at a position like that, and what that's funny? That's funny? Seriously? We have gun channels that are supposedly such experts on firearms that always have their... Yeah, and safety check your friggin' guns. Don't be a tough guy, idiot either. Okay? That are, every time they fire, their weak hand comes off. Okay? Boom, my weak hand comes off. Boom, my weak hand comes off. What's with that? Okay? This is the position right here. See it? It's how you put your fingers on a firearm. Okay? Learn how to grip it. Look where the finger is. Okay? Keep your booger hook off the boom switch. What the fuck is wrong with people? Okay? I don't know. I don't get it. And people watch these channels and think they're credible. They're frauds too. Okay? You're holding a gun that's loaded like this. I've seen this too recently. How do you like that? Look where that thumb is. Okay? Oh, and by the way, this is a habit that was drilled into me since I was a boy. Okay? This is where your finger's supposed to be. Okay? It's funny because in that video it was like this. Okay? I don't even like doing that. I just safety checked this weapon twice. And I know there's no magazine in it. I don't feel comfortable doing that right there. I don't like it. Okay? And what about at a firing range? You're at a public range, and you're like, oh yeah, check out my gun, pointing it at the ready room. You got to be shitting me, man. You got to be shitting me. Big frame revolvers. This thing goes off, you got to know how to handle recoil. Okay? You put this in the hands of a young person, somebody that doesn't know what they're doing because you think it's funny, and it goes off and it's completely out of control. Completely out of control. Goes back, points back from the recoil. Where's that shot going to go? It's going to go into the cement wall next to you. What's behind that cement wall? These big Magnum calibers. I can tell you this is a 44 Magnum, so it's nothing like a 500 Smith & Wesson. This thing will blow through multiple layers of cinder block depending on the cartridge. Like nothing, man. Like nothing. Okay? Nothing. I've taken this out and we've shot it at an old pickup truck in a dump. This thing went through one side and out the other like butter. Nothing. And this is nowadays relatively mild handgun. But you know, being me, I can't sit there with my finger on the trigger. Finger on the trigger of a semi-automatic pistol when they're racking it back. Are you serious? Really? You know, wise up, folks. You might want to really consider some of the shit you're seeing. You know? That area between your brains is pretty fertile. Grow a brain and start using it, because, you know, I got to tell you, we're seeing things on the YouTube gun community that just feeds into the gun owners are idiots. And I have to say, those gun owners are fucking idiots. Okay? If they were on my range, I'm a range officer at my gun club. If they were on my range, you'd be getting a year vacation. If I saw you doing that, I'd write your fucking ass up. You'd go in front of the board of directors, and they'd send you home for a year. No questions asked. Blow. We don't want people getting killed here. We're supposed to be here having fun, not worrying about getting shot because some dumbass doesn't know how to handle a firearm. Let me tell you something. You handle a firearm, you better learn one or two rules. One rule, learn all the NRA rules. Okay? Always keep that muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Always. At a range, that means down range. Okay? Down range. Okay? Finger off the trigger until you're prepared to shoot it. You don't point it at anything you don't intend to destroy. They're not a joke. It's not a toy. Okay? You have a right to own one. I don't disagree with you, but I'll tell you what, you also have a serious responsibility that goes with it. Absolutely. Okay? Don't be a fool. Don't listen to nonsense. Don't get caught up into hype. You know? These aren't video game toys. Okay? These are deadly, deadly weapons. You see gun channels where a guy is floating a weapon around like this. My finger's on the trigger. Tune out. Don't give him the time of day, and let him know what you think. That's bullshit. Okay? Or when, you know, somebody's doing the, yeah, this recoil's not bad at all. Really, not bad at all. Run the fuck away. And let me tell you something else. I have 2 kids. Okay? One of my daughters, I have a video on, is becoming quite an avid shooter. Okay? You watch her videos and you watch the safety. Okay? Now what you don't see is the progression through several years of me side by side working through one single basic thing at a time with her. Okay? There's no way in the world I would let anybody put a gun in my child's hand that I wasn't intimately familiar with the operation of that weapon and the ammunition that was running through it. Okay? That's my flesh and blood. You're a fucking idiot as a parent if you let your young kid pick up a big heavy caliber handgun like this. And by the way, my 16-year-old daughter could outshoot most people that I know. Okay? But there's no way she's shooting this .44 Magnum yet. She's not ready to. And I'm a parent and I know that. If you're a parent, you let your little kid pick up this firearm and shoot it off because you think it's fucking funny? You're a joke. You're just fucking disgraces to a parent. Yeah, and can you tell I'm fucking agitated? You're goddamn right I'm agitated. Because if somebody put that in the hands of my daughter, first of all, she wouldn't take it. They'd still be looking for the teeth on the ground. Wise up, people. It's not a fucking joke. It's not about making AdSense money. It's not about who's your buddy on YouTube. What YouTube friends? You know, I stick up for my friends. Grow the fuck up. We're supposed to be here to help each other and give each other honest, straight advice, not to become a little circle jerk club. Firearms are no fucking joke. Okay? I think if you behave that way, you ought to lose your right. And by the way, you can be denied ownership of a firearm. So don't get all up in arms about my Second Amendment, my Second Amendment. Fucking Americans, you know, they love to say my rights, my rights, my rights, my rights. But they always seem to forget about the responsibilities that go with them. Or too often enough, let's say. If you don't like what I say, that's too fucking bad. But it's the God's honest truth. Smarten up. Watch gun channels that know what they're doing. Watch a gun channel like Hickok 45 and how he handles a firearm. That's how you're supposed to be handling a firearm. Okay? Watch him. Watch a lot of other good gun channels that know what they're doing. Don't watch dumbasses that try to draw from a holster too fast and wind up fucking shooting themselves in the leg. And then, you know, it's funny and look, I made a lot of money on AdSense. What a disgrace. Don't look at people that go out, you know, and go out and buy a bunch of guns, claim they're in the gun community for 25 fucking years. That's bullshit. Really, if you were in the gun community for 25 years, how come you don't know how to handle a weapon? Really question somebody when like, I carry every day. I carry a .44 fucking Magnum. I stick it in my underpants. Really? Have you ever practiced drawing? Have you ever fired with any kind of stress at all? Have you ever sat down and done, you know, laid down and done 20 push-ups, get up and try to fire to simulate your heart rate going up? No. Have you ever actually tried to draw from the holster, or do you just think it looks pretty and smells nice because it's nice leather? Smarten up. Smarten up and do the right thing.